Excuse me. Welcome to my world. Won't you come on in? Miracles, I guess, still happen now and then. Look into my heart. Leave your cares behind. Welcome to my world, built with you in mind. Knock, and the door shall be open. Seek, and you will find. Ask, and you will be given the key to this heart of mine. I'll be waiting there with my arms unfurled, waiting just for you. Welcome to my world. Mm-hmm. Welcome to my world. That's right. Oh. Excuse me. That's right. Welcome to the world of the Songfather on the 7th day of October, 2019. Just 9 shopping days, really 8 shopping days away from my birthday. You better get out there, get going. And I hope everybody voted today. So important. I don't know how these other people are doing. They don't let you know until the end. I can't take the pressure. I can't. It's only 5 days. Well, 6 days. We're going all the way to December 15th. So you're going to hate me by then, I'm pretty sure. But thank you, everybody, because, you know, a lot of you are being very diligent and letting me know. Voted today. I like that. That's nice. Thank you. And hey, we could win this thing. That's a nice thing, you know. Hey, there it is, right there. Best of Long Island. La, 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 la. So anyway, I hope everybody had a nice weekend. The weather was okay. And Yankees can clinch it tonight. Boom, one down, then one more to go, then the World Series. Oh, yeah. So I don't know. If my man Shelley Levine, may rest in peace, is right, Minnesota's going to win too. I don't know. I hope not. Let's just get it out of the way. Give everybody a chance to rest and relax, get healthy, and boom, ba, ba, ba. And then we see who we play. But Giants suck and the Jets suck. That's enough on that. And Saturday, for the Yankee game, my friend Larry Razzle Dazzle came over, and, you know, you saw I posted it, and I made some chicken parmesan, and I made a nice Rubino style, Freddie Rubino and Christine style shells with sausage and peppers and little onions in it. Oh. And then I was introduced to a new drink called the peanut butter and jelly shot or drink. And it's one part amaretto and another part frangelico. Who knew? So anyway, over the weekend, Ginger Baker, the drummer from Cream, one of my favorite drummers, passed away. Larry Jungstrom from Lynyrd Skynyrd, their bassist, burnt, gone. Diane Carroll, had a crush on her all the way back to when she was on TV, when she had her own TV show. First black woman ever to have her own TV show, and she was a damn good-looking woman. And Rip Taylor died. If you remember Rip Taylor, flagrantly gay and didn't care, and he used to throw his confetti up in the air, make these funny laughs, and funny guy, did funny stand-up, and then he had a TV show called the $1.98 Beauty Contest. He's a crazy man. And a lot of people don't know about Carol Gotti, G-O-T-T. The Carol is K-A-R-E-L, E-L, not a girl. And he was known as the Frank Sinatra of the Eastern world. And, I mean, massive sold-out concerts that he did, you know, of course, over in the East. I'm talking, 100,000 showing up at all these things. And I mean, he passed away. And all these ages were 84, 81, 80. You don't realize it, when you hear it, you go, that can't be. Diane Carroll, 80. What? No. Yeah. So tonight is a Ray Charles night. Love Ray Charles. I'm going to just close my eyes and rack my head back and forth and summon the spirit of Ray Charles into my body. And we're going to hear some of his favorite tunes, my favorite tunes. You know, because like I always said when I do when I sing a Ray Charles song, Jamie Foxx did an unbelievable job portraying him in the movie Ray. And you know, so many things back then. There was no you know, inquiring minds want to know and all that stuff, and cell phones and all this paparazzi and whatever. But so much going on in this guy's life that we didn't know. You know, we just knew he was blind, and he was a great entertainer. That's all I knew growing up. You watch that movie, you say, "Wow, how he stayed alive." It's a blessing from God, absolutely. So yeah, Ray Charles tonight, baby. So get ready, get your Soul Train shoes on. So let's go over some news. Then we do some songs. Then we do some news, because I did get muted last week's Friday show because when I put the wrong Elvis up. Yeah, that's right. And they caught it. I don't blame them. It was wrong. I made a mistake. But you know, once I came and started singing along with them, then it was only, well, you have a minute and 20 seconds of copyrighted material. Like, okay, whatever. Anyway, I didn't write his first name. That's stupid of me. But Bezos, who owns Whole Foods, the richest man in the world, is cutting out 1,900 part-time employees throughout the chain of stores, cutting them out of health insurance, because it's in an effort to streamline the company a little bit. He's the richest man in the world. To streamline and make the company a little more profitable. And since they're only working 20 hours a week or less, he did away with it. I got news for you, pal. The families of these people are asking their kids to go out and work the 20 hours a week so they can get some kind of health coverage, because it's out of control out there. So how much could you possibly streamline a company like that by taking away 2,000 employees throughout the, you know, that's, I don't know. I've seen it done. I've been in it. You know, when you look the cut, and then nobody wants to cut up top, though. And one of the reasons I'm not with that company anymore, I can say their name, they're not in business, that I wasn't with A&P anymore, is when I had my last couple of years was out at Walbaum's, you know, as a vice president, corporate vice president, but assigned back out to Walbaum's, and you know, which was great because I loved everybody there. And so when we had our budget meeting, they said Walbaum's had a trim in the security department. We had to trim $60,000 off the budget. Wow, it's a lot of money. Don't sound like a lot, but it's a lot of money. And so they had made suggestions: cut this, cut that, cut the guard hours down, cut this, cut that, cut that. One of the suggestions was to take company cars away from a couple of people that worked for me, take away the cell phone. You know, and I answered back like, well, like I always do in letter form, saying I'm not taking cell phones away, number one. These people are out there working, you know, overnight, 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, answering calls on burglaries and robberies and this and everything. And you don't want them to be able to have a phone to call somebody if they're in trouble? That ain't going to happen. Take away their company cars, that's worth about $5,000 to $8,000 a year out of their pocket. I'm not doing that either. Well, you got to come up with a way then, $65,000. Okay. So I rearranged some guard hours. So instead of having them there for 10 hours, I cut them down to 8 hours. Okay, that saved some money. I cut this and I cut that, and then I said, my bonus, whatever, it doesn't matter what the amount was, but I told them, don't give me a bonus this year or for the next 3 years. Okay, I don't want that, and I don't give me a raise for the next 3 years. So with everything that I put together on paper, it came out to a savings of close to $100,000, $40,000 more than they wanted me to save. Nobody was getting hurt. One guy had just bought a house. You know, lived in Brooklyn his whole life. Turned out not to be a good friend to me, but anyway, did what he had to do. Bought a house and everything else. Just, you know, had a baby, and then boom. What are you doing? You want to take away his car, his phone, cut his hours back? So I sent it up to the chairman, who was a good friend of mine, and he okayed it. He said, okay, that's good. If that's what you want to do, that's fine. But other people, that's when the target was on my back. And one of them called me up and said, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm looking to save money without hurting these people that are out there busting their ass for us. And I found a way, I think. You can't do that. Why not? Because then you're making us, you're upstaging us. I go, how am I upstaging? I don't understand. We're all corporate vice presidents. Well, I'm more than a corporate vice president. I'm a corporate, okay, whatever. Oh. So I said, oh. So in other words, if this goes through, they might be coming to you people and asking you to give up your bonus or give this. Oh, okay, I see. So they left me alone for a little while. And next thing you know, it was, you want to talk about a package, and it was an insulting offer that they gave me, and so I called the chairman, and whatever was taken care of, and that's how I ended up after 30 years, almost 30 years, leaving A&P. Went out and started my own company, blah, 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 blah. It's the same thing here. You're the richest man in the world. Why do you want to hurt these 2,000 people that are giving you their 20, 25 hours a week? They're coming in, after, some of them after school, some of them, I don't get it. I don't get it. So Bezos, you're zero. So down in South Philly, a 98-year-old mom moved into a senior care facility, assisted living. Why? Oh, you say why? Because she wanted to take care of her 82-year-old son. What? Yep. Never got married, so had no kids, had no family, and he was 82 years old and touch of dementia, and they were always very close. So she went in and moved with him, and they stayed together, and they're still together now until everybody goes. And sometimes she leaves or she goes out and she goes back to her home, make sure everything's okay, and then they say he just walks around like, where is she, until she comes back. And they said his whole demeanor, his whole health, everything changed when Mom came back and stayed with him. His health improved, his attitude improved, and everything else. And, wow, nice story. Right? You're damn right. Then over in Portland, I think everybody within the sound of the Songfather's voice can understand. Everybody, everybody can understand this story. In Portland, in Portland, Maine, Portland, Oregon, a woman who was driving along the road, and all of a sudden, a spider starts coming down right in front of her on the web, and then whatever happened, the web broke, whatever, and it just dropped. And she freaked, don't know where it went. She lets go of the wheel. The car goes off the road, down a ditch, flips over 3 or 4 times, boom. Take her out. She had a scratch on her hand. That was it. Thank God. But it can happen. I can tell you right now, it can happen. Something similar happened to me, except I didn't flip the car. But excuse me. Okay, so so she's good. Car is totaled, and when the cops asked her what happened, she told them. They went, "All right, I can understand it." That's a scary thing, man. Bugs. Don't know. And over in Malaysia, a street performer was playing his guitar, with his little hat box, whatever he had, looking for money. And nobody was dropping anything in it. Nobody's even stopping to listen to him. It was like he wasn't there, or they were just completely ignoring him or disrespected him. But he kept on playing and playing. After about a half hour, he looks, and here comes 2 kittens. They come walking up. I don't know if anybody saw this. They come walking up, and they're looking at him while he's playing. And they sit down, and they start watching him. 5 minutes later, 2 more kittens come walking over. And they sit down. And they sat with him, their heads up like this, watching him and listening to the music for over an hour. I mean, come on. What an unbelievable story that is. Unbelievable. Made the guy smile like crazy, of course, There's so many things I could say right now, but I'm not going to do it. And I'll throw one more out there. Let me find one. That's not it's not a bad story, but in Kentucky, there was a couple who beat their 4-year-old child to death for spilling cereal. Okay? They got life in prison. The death penalty would have been just as good for me, but at least it wasn't, some of these sentences you see handed out for child abuse and killing a child and this and that, whatever it is. And anger, smacked them, shook them, whatever. Come up with all kinds of excuses. The 7 years. No. Life in prison. You took this 4-year-old child's life away because they spilled cereal. Oh, my God. My son can tell you, if he's watching this, or he'll be watching it later maybe, if that was the case, boy, I would have went to jail when he was like 2. Only kidding. But I'm just saying, it's just horror. I meant not the hitting part, the spilling part. I think now I spill more than he does. But, I mean, so that's good. The death is not good. But the fact that somebody finally stood up and had a backbone and said, you did this to this child? Life in prison with no parole. That's it. Get in. Now we'll see what happens. Not wishing nothing on nobody. You understand? Do you understand what I'm saying? Huh? So, let me have a glass of wine. E cent'anno tutti. What? You can't have wine, you friggin' lush. Last time I gave him wine, I found him floating upside down in the water, with his wings behind his head, whistling. I can't have that. Sorry. Yeah, I know it makes you upset. So, Ray Charles, here we go. First song is I Can't Stop Loving You. It's useless to say.
I can't stop loving you.
I've made up my mind to live in memory of a lonesome time. It's useless to say, so I just live my life in dreams of yesterday. Those happy hours that we once knew. But so long ago, they still make me blue. They say that time heals a broken heart, but time has stood still since we've been apart.
I can't stop loving you.
I made up my mind to live in memory of a lonesome time. Well, it's useless to say, so I'll just live my life, dreams of yesterday.
Those happy hours,
Those happy hours
that we once knew.
so long ago, still make me blue. They say that time heals a broken heart, but time has stood still since we've been apart. I've said I made up my mind to live in memory suffer lonesome times. Sing the song, children. It's useless to say, so I just live my life. Dreams of yesterday. That's right. That's what happens. Uh-oh, it's crying time.
Whoa, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see that faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. Now they say that absence makes the heart grow fonder, and that tears are only ring to make love grow. Well, my love for you never could grow stronger if I live to be 100 years old. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time.
Put those hankies away. Now you say you found someone you love better. That's the way it happened every time before. And as sure as the sun comes up tomorrow, it'll be crying time when you walk out the door. Oh, it's crying time again. You're gonna leave me. I can see the faraway look in your eyes. I can tell by the way you hold me, darling, that it won't be long before it's crying time. That it won't be long before it's crying time. That's right. And if you're gonna walk out on me again, you better unchain me. Oh yeah. Unchain my heart. Baby, let me be. Unchain my heart, 'cause you don't care about me. You got me sewed up like a pillowcase, but you let my love go to waste. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Unchain my heart, baby, let me go. Unchain my heart, you don't love me no more. Every time I call you on the phone, some fella answers saying you're not home. So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Well, I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance, but I know damn well that I don't stand a chance. So unchain my heart, Let me go my way. Unchain my heart. You worry me night and day. Why lead me through a life of misery when you don't care a bag of beans about me? So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Easy on them coffee tables. Woo! Well, I'm under your spell, like a man in a trance. Oh, but I know damn well that I don't stand a chance. Unchain my heart. Let me go my way. Unchain my heart. You worry me night and day. Why lead me through a life of misery when you don't care a bag of beans about me? So unchain my heart, baby, set me free. Please set me free. I said set me free. Wow, please set me free. Won't you set me free? Don't you worry about me. Ow! Set me free. Hey, I didn't say yet. All right, so there you go. Little Ray Charles bashing away. So we did 3, and we got 3 to go. Excelente, excelente. So, all right, let's go. This, well, it's a scary thing, but it's not an ugly thing. But Delaware County issued a warning from the police department over the weekend. Why you have to issue a warning, but I understand it, so it's nice, but if you're doing your right job as a parent, you don't even need to hear this. But child abductions quadrupled over the last month down in Delaware County. Okay? And if you're on Facebook, as much as I am, you see that these Amber Alerts are just flying all over the place. And I'm talking, on an average, 10 to 15 a day. 10 to 15 a day. Some of them are resolved very quickly. Some of them still not resolved. 14-year-old, boom, just found dead after a month and a half of trying to find it. And so, you know, there's just terrible things going on there with children, you know, and that's why we got to, you know, give them the love, give them the support, be a pain in the ass if you got to, where you going, who you going with, really, I'll drive you there, whatever. You know, it's not just 4 and 5-year-olds that are disappearing, but, you know, there's 14 and 15-year-olds. But I got to say, the bulk of them are in that age, between 3 and 9, and that's not cool. And that's across the country. You know, I think, you know, they're being sold, they're being shipped somewhere. It's horrible. And there's really no rhyme or reason for it. It couldn't have been going on all this time, and we just didn't know about it. Now all of a sudden we're hearing about it. This has got to be something fairly new over the past couple of years. Go back to this Epstein friggin' asshole and all his other privileged people that were part of this thing. Trust me. But never let them out of your sight. Never. And then up here in New York, over the weekend, 4 homeless men were found murdered. And everybody, you know, and I hate to say it, but typical about New York. That place, that's New York. That place sucks, this and that. I hate people. People are murdering people. What are they picking on the homeless for? Blah, blah, blah. Is it horrible that they were murdered? Without a single doubt, it was horrible. Nobody deserves that. But the suspect and probably one other were 2 more homeless people. And it was some kind of a turf war or a food war. Somebody stole a blanket or somebody stole their food. I mean, not a blanket. Somebody stole the space where they had all their stuff and where they would, you know, go back at the end of the night. And so that's what sparked that. And I know that community, not personally, but I know that community. And 2 things are going to happen. Either they're going to find them and turn them over to the cops, or the cops are going to find them. So it's a different world down there on the streets. You know, it's not, oh, look at this smelly guy, or look at that smelly girl. It's not that. It is war on the streets when you're living by yourself, and who's going to steal from you and this and that, and you always got to be on your best efforts. And I want you to get a job. You know what? Some of them can't get a job, or some of them won't get hired, or they get to a point where it doesn't matter if I get a job. If I'm making 40 grand a year, I still can't live anywhere. You know, especially in New York. So it's a tough life, and it's easy to sit back on your lounge chair and or on your couch and say, these guys, they don't care. No, most of them had very good lives going for each other, and then just things caught up, and then you just couldn't do it. So always remember that. For the sake of God, there you go. So anyway, then in California, if Lucky was here, I would read it to him, but maybe it'll scare him. But a husky disappeared from a home in California and was gone, and frantic searches going on for like 2 weeks everywhere, this and that, calling animal hospitals and veterinarians and everything else because it was chipped. Nothing. Boom, they get a phone call. 700 miles away in New Mexico, they found the dog. And the dog was on his way home when I heard the story. He's got to be in their hands right now. So if you haven't chipped your dog yet, do me a favor. Don't say it's a waste of money. It's not. If you remember a couple of years ago, I'm driving. It was in the summer, but it was pouring, raining out, and this dog runs right out in front of my car. I get out, nothing, no collar, nothing, soaking wet to the bone. I walked up and down the street, knocking on doors. Nobody knew nothing. I was on my I was on my way to the dentist, so I took him with me. Got a blanket, dried him off, went and bought him some things to chew on. I went to the dentist while he waited in the car and came home. And then I went to a vet hospital, not too far from my house, and just said, do me a favor. And tell him the story. Well, it's going to take a while, but then I'll sit here. I mean, it's going to take a while. How long does it take to see if he's got a chip or not? So she gave me like a snooty look and walked away, and then she came back out. She said, yeah, you're right, I'm sorry. All right. Boom, got him, called the people, they came and got him. So, it's your family, the dog, the cat, whatever it is. It's part of your family, I'm not saying you got to go put chips into goldfish and everything, but come on, dog, you got to do that. Do it, I said. And then over in China, well, I guess Mr. Trump was right again, Mr. President Donald Trump. They ousted the mayor. The mayor is not like over here, not like, the blah, blah, blah. But it's a big job over there. It's like, in one of the top positions. So the ex-mayor, gone, and they go in and they clean up and they get it ready for the new guy that's coming in. And they found 13 tons of gold hidden in his basement. And a boy, Donald. And then I thought this was very cool. I happen to be a fan of his anyway, but Amazon has that Echo. It's kind of like that other thing. I forget, Alexa, whatever. They have an Echo. Excuse me. And by November 1st, you're going to be able to switch the voice off. That talks like what Alexa does, and you can have Samuel L. Jackson's voice. I wonder if they're going to put any MFs in there. Samuel, yeah, what do you want, MF? But I thought that was very cool. And then down in Virginia, I can't read my own writing. Oh, yeah. A 12-year-old girl, black girl, going to a private Christian school, went into the principal's office complaining, wanted to go home, wouldn't tell him what happened, went home, told the parents that there were bullies in the school, and they took her and they threw her on the ground. They held her down, they smacked her, and then they cut her, she had long dreadlocks on her head, and they cut the dreadlocks off right up to the scalp. And so, of course, all hell breaks loose, and the police get involved, and this and that, and she gives the names of the kids, and, okay, we didn't do anything. What are you talking about? Blah, 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 blah. Turns out the girl was lying. Race beta, you want to say that? A little mixed up in the head, you want to say, I don't know. But she named 4 kids, and these kids' lives could have been ruined forever, because she made it up. Still don't get the reason why she cut her dreadlocks. But what was the reason for doing it? And there's one source that says, well, maybe she just wanted to cut it, and then she didn't like the way it looked, and then maybe she's afraid her parents were going to, beat her or get mad. I don't know, whatever. But anyway, she finally caved in, under the investigation, and the parents sent out a beautiful apology to the school, to the kids' families, and everything else. But it could happen at any time. It's terrible. So let's pray for her and hope that she gets the help that she needs and gets her head clear, because clearly, if she would have stuck to her story, it could have been a disaster. It's like Tawana Brawley from way back when. Okay, Yankees tonight. Wrap it up. Yep, here we go. And yeah, that's it. Not bad. Went through all the news. 16 tons of gold. What do you get? You're living in China. You're no longer in debt. I just made that up. I am amazing. I really am. Okay, good. Good night. Do you know anything? I can't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay. So, anyway, let's get back to Mr. Ray Charles, my man. And so, you know what? He's going through his life. He's saying, I can't stop loving you no matter what, so I'm not even going to try. Okay? Now it's crying time again, because I know you're going to leave me. Believe me, I know that song. And then it's Unchain My Heart. Then if you're going to leave me, make it crying time again. Excuse me. Then you better unchain my heart. Because you don't love me no more. Now to make everything worse, to make matters worse, as they say. The man's busted. He's busted. He's broke. Love this song. It's a shame. Let's go. Oh, yeah. My bills are overdue. My bills are overdue, and the baby needs shoes, and I'm busted. Cotton is down to $0.25 pound, but I'm busted. Got a cow that went dry and a hen that won't lay. A big stack of bills getting bigger each day. County's gonna come haul me away, 'cause I'm busted. I went to my brother to ask for a loan, 'cause I'm busted. I hate to beg like a dog without a bone, but I'm busted. My brother said there ain't a thing I can do. My wife and the kids are all down with the flu, and I was just thinking about calling on you, 'cause I'm busted. Well, I am no thief, but a man can go wrong when he's busted. The food that we canned last summer is gone, and I'm busted. The fields are all bare and the cotton won't grow. Me and my family gotta pack up and go, but I'll make a living somehow, I don't know, but I'm busted. Yeah. Well, I'm broke. No bread. I mean nothing. Niente nulla. I'm busted. I guess I'm just born to lose. Born to lose. I've lived my life in vain. Every dream has only brought me pain. All my life I've always been so blue. to lose, and now I'm losing you. Born to lose. It seems so hard to bear. How I long to always want you there. You've grown tired, and now you say we're through. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you. Born to lose, my every hope is gone. It's so hard to face that empty dawn. Yes, it is. You were all the happiness I knew. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you. Born to lose, and now I'm losing you. You know what? Take a trip down to Atlanta. That'll make you feel better. Georgia, Georgia, the whole day through. Just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
I said, Georgia, Georgia, the song of you comes as sweet and clear as moonlight through the pines. Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still in peaceful dreams I see the road leads back to you. I said, Georgia, oh Georgia, no peace I find, just an old sweet sound keeps Georgia on my mind.
Georgia on my mind.
Other arms reach out to me, other eyes smile tenderly. Still just an old sweet song keeps Georgia on my mind. You got that right, baby. Listen to Tino. He's digging it. So there you go. There's the show. A little fast today because got to get things ready for the 6 o'clock show because the Yankees at 7. Had to take Daddy-O, do a few things here, go finish up with him. And like I said, Guy Talve, love you to death, man. There's no way I'm going to make it there today. I shouldn't have said yes. Well, I didn't know I was going to have to take him to the my father, and then we tried to change the appointment, but it just didn't. It's a crazy world we live in, Master Jack. But hey, maybe we can do a Skype thing. I don't know if you're watching. Yeah, I know you probably pop in. Don't do it another time, or me and you sit down. I don't know, but so I apologize. I do. And so please, guys, girls, ladies and gentlemen, pets, birds, insects, everybody, get out there and vote. You can only vote once per day, once per email address per day. And let's see if we can do this. Everybody's going, oh, you're a shoo-in. You got 5,000, and then you got 5,000 followers, and you got 2,000 on the Songfather page. I mean, that don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing, Sometimes it's just like, oh, you got to get so much going on in their lives. I don't remember to vote for the Songfather. Yeah, please do it. So yeah, that's it. And keep on sharing this show too. Thank you for all you do and all you say. Make my life very worthwhile living. And don't forget the radio station. Yeah, I didn't get any stats yet because I got to pay my bill. And but we'll see how good the month of October was. September was. We'll see. September. If it's good, I'm going to sing all September songs. If not, nothing. So have a good night, everybody. I love you. Daddy-O, I hope you liked your Ray Charles. It's one thing, my mother loved them. Nat King Cole and all the, plus the regulars, like I said, on Sundays. But Daddy-O always had to make sure Ray Charles was in there. Not that he wasn't a fan of Nat King Cole, but he just, for some reason, he liked Ray Charles, That's how I get to know him so well, It's, he was cool. And if you haven't seen it, you should be ashamed of yourself. Go rent it, or it's probably you can find it on Netflix now or whatever. Netflix, Guy Talve, that's where we're going to be. But I'm sure you could find it on one of those things. And it's worth it. It's really worth it. Not just for Jamie Farr, I was going to say, imagine that. For Jamie's performance, but just to get an insight into what this man went through. He wasn't born blind. He went blind at an early age. And I'm not going to spoil it for you. Go watch it. And so, Tino, good? Everything good? What? What? Where are you? Where are you? Stupid ass. All right, so there he is anyway. And if you haven't had time to go on my wall yet, go on my wall or go on my Instagram and look at Lucky. Somehow Lucky put my shirt on. I guess he wants to go as the Songfather for Halloween. But it's a great picture. He's too much, that guy. So, all right, I love you all. Bam, thank you. I'm shutting up, Daddy-O. And Chris, make sure he stays awake for this game. This is the game. Right, I love you. Goodbye. Goodbye. Bam, Tino, goodbye. Look at him jump, 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 jump.